Alright, so some big things just got leaked today, and I waited a little bit. This actually came out like a little while ago to see if anyone would disprove this before actually making a video on it. But so far, it seems like this is legit. Three banners just got leaked. As you can see, the first one here is a new king, which could be the next unit, given it's called like New Year 2024. Could be the first banner of the new year, because technically Global had the first banner of the new year be Meliodas. He dropped this year, not last year. But for JP, we still haven't had a banner this year technically, so King is likely the first new banner coming out, which is cool. I do have one concern about this unit, which is the Holy Relic. So whenever they make Holy Relics that are very specific to a character, it just tells me that they shouldn't make any more of that character, right? So King increases the hero's damage up by 15%, then increases basic stats of allies protected by the hero's barrier by 15%. Either they're gonna have to make this new king also have a barrier from his passive, which they could, or he's gonna have a very big wasted part of the relic, but they could also just make him good enough that he won't need it. That's also definitely a possibility. But in any case, really cool. Haven't had a new king in a while. I was kind of actually hoping they would drop an LR king instead. But given that this is a new unit coming out, probably going to have to wait on the LR king a little longer. We are getting a new LR soon, by the way. On the 18th should be when Hero Arena New Season drops, and we should get a new LR. So, New king, very cool. Another new banner is Shin. Shin hasn't had a new unit in years. His last unit was it 2020? Not December. Halloween of 2020, I believe, was his last unit. So it's been a long time, and it doesn't look like his new named either, and he's a step up. So he's a cheap unit. I'm gonna assume he's gonna be like a very specific unit. So, being like a step up, either is gonna be like made for like X activity. Maybe he's made for the new Demon King activity or something. That's my assumption, because either these characters, they are super cheap, are just complete dog water, or they're specifically made for like a very, very specific activity, and they're really, really good at that one activity. Now, the date is a little weird. There's no date on this banner. But this one says that the banner ends on the 8th of January. Obviously, it's in 2 days, so it can't be. But so I was checking 7DS leaks if he said anything about this. And he said that, first of all, he said that the leaks seem legit. He was not the one to leak this. 7DS leaks is the only guy that's been leaking stuff, and he's like reliable and trustworthy. But this is from someone else. I don't even know who leaked this. I couldn't find who leaked this. I looked it up. I couldn't find. If someone knows, let me know. But he said it looks real to him, and that the dates don't really matter, because it's like a separate server type thing. So the date here doesn't really matter. So Shin, cool. I don't have much to think about him. Again, with the relic, I think Shin has a relic where it's like, if the enemy's debuffed, he does more damage. That's fine. Now the last banner is actually the big one. A Tower of God collab. Now, they did mention a new collab coming soon. I don't know if they were specifically talking about this. Again, if the date ends on the 31st, doesn't really mean much, but I would not be surprised if we see this collab next month, or maybe, at the end of this month or something. And it's very, very easily, believable. Tower of God has a game from Netmarble, so they definitely have a much easier time getting a hold of an IP to collab that they already have a hand on. So very much believable. I'll be honest, I only watched the first few episodes of Tower of God and didn't really continue. I heard the webtoon is really good. I like reading, so maybe I'll pick it up one day. But currently I'm reading something else, so it is what it is. But that's cool. I mean, pretty exciting. It only shows 3 characters. That's fine. Last collab we had that was new was the Overlord collab, which did have 4 characters. but that doesn't really mean much. I was looking to see if I could find these PNGs somewhere. Like I was really looking for you know, any evidence that would say that this is like fake, right? Before making a video on it. Looks like these I couldn't find any PNGs like this anywhere, so it looks legit. Like this looks legit. So if you guys have watched Tower of God, maybe you're more excited than I am, because I don't really know the characters. I think I recall the main character looking like this, but I don't think he did. Maybe it's like a different time than the beginning of the season. So in any case, really cool. Now, one more thing that was also leaked, like a bunch of stuff. Apparently, the actual Tower of God, yeah, the tower. This is the protagonist, right here, right? Like this is someone else. Okay, I'm not going crazy. So where's the protagonist here? He's just not on the banner. Weird. Or is this the protagonist? Don't know. In any case, the Tower of God game is actually getting a collab with 7 Deadly Sins. But you know, since, you know, obviously Netmarble owns 7 Deadly Sins, they have a easy time doing the opposite, you know, for the Tower of God game, getting a 7 Deadly Sins collab. But it seems like they're actually collabing with 7 Deadly Sins Origin, not the 7 Deadly Sins IP, which is very strange, because unless this collab is also a collab with the game, but it looks like original comics from Webtoon. I can't read Korean, but it doesn't look like it's the game's logo or anything. You know what I mean? Like this is there's no like logo of the actual game in this picture, so maybe this is a collab with the actual IP and this is a collab with a game. It's very strange. In any case, because, you know, we've had the collab with KOF, and KOF has a game by Netmarble. I think they have 2 games actually. And it wasn't a collab with the games. It was a collab with the IP. So, I don't know. But no, it was a collab with a specific game, KOF 98. But it wasn't a collab with the games they own. So the actual Tower of God game is actually getting a collab with 7 Deadly Sins Origin, getting Meliodas, Elizabeth, and Ascanor. Interesting selection, I swear. There was a collab they did with an Overlord game. They had some, they had like Gauther, Ascanor, Meliodas, and someone else. I think I could be misremembering it, so cool for them. If you play the Tower of God game, you know, I know a lot of you do play the Tower of God game, so that's cool. I've done no date on where this is, or sorry, when this is, but it seems to be coming. There's no date on any of these, but I'm gonna assume King Banner is next by the text saying New Year 2024, and then maybe Shin, and then the collab. This is why I presented in this order, because I'm guessing this is it, because we have usually like a banner like this the week before a collab, you know, with Tonar and other banners we've had before. So it makes sense to me that we're probably going to get this skin next week, and then either the week after or 2 weeks later we get Shin, and the week after Shin we get the collab. So let me know what you guys think, and that's about it.